Welcome to the McVan O'Keefe Ice Hockey Arena here in Peabody, Massachusetts. I'm Bernard Parisi here again for the call of Peabody Girls Varsity Hockey versus Winthrop. The Tanners come into this game fresh off of 2 straight victories. Both games, they scored 5 goals. Last game, the stars of the game were Sammy Mirasolo and Kat DiGiulio. They both picked up 2 goals. They come into this game looking to keep that hot streak alive. And we will be right back with the game shortly. We are moments away from center ice face-off, but right now we bring you to the national anthem. So the Tanners starting 5 take their positions on the ice as the Winthrop starting 5 come out. Folks, it's the Winthrop Vikings and the Peabody Tanners. Boy, are we in for a good match today. So it'll be 28 of the Tanners in on the opening faceoff, number 11 of Winthrop. And Winthrop wins the opening faceoff, and we are underway. Tipped away by 23 of the Tanners. That is Sarah Buckley, is given up to the center at center ice of Winthrop. They move it into the zone. Number 4 quickly tips it on back, and Peabody intercepts off the boards in the middle. Trying to get one towards the front. They cannot, and Peabody will go back to retrieve. Sent back down the length of the ice. There will be no icing here. Winthrop going behind their own net. Jen Flynn of the Tanners, number 2, in to tip this one away. Winthrop moving quickly up ice. They're putting tremendous pressure on the Tanners so far. Wrist shot goes off of a Peabody defender. That is captain number 21, Katie Purcell. Center out to the front of the net, and it is covered in the corner by the Tanners goaltender. I believe that is number 30, Jen Collins. Back onto the ice now, number 8, Sammy Mirasalo. She had 2 goals in earlier this week's game. She's had 4 in her last 2 games. Breakaway, number 8, Mirasalo, tipped just wide. Breakaway, perfect opportunity in the middle. Number 18, May Norton, tipped towards the front, goes off of a Winthrop defender, number 3. They bring it back up ice. Paige Thibodeau on the coverage. Thibodeau had a rough game earlier this week against Beverly. She was sent to the box a couple times. Beverly, they were getting physical with her, trying to get her to draw penalties. Sent to center ice, Peabody intercepts, but Winthrop will take possession again. They dump it into the zone. 5 players for Winthrop go off, 5 will come on. And Peabody makes some minor changes too. Number 2, Flynn almost had it on her stick, but it goes off and into the Winthrop zone. Taken down, no penalty there. Number 12 of Winthrop, knocked off the puck by 28 of Peabody. Sent back, Carolyn Garofoli, number 15, loses possession. Winthrop player takes it behind the Peabody net. The Tanners, number 21, Katie Purcell, looks to take it out again. Sends it up to Flynn, stick tie up. Multiple defenders there, and the ref's arm goes up. Looks like this will be tripping on Purcell. Looked like she was just trying to get her stick in to knock the puck off of the Winthrop player, but her helmet may have caught the skate of the Winthrop defender. However unintentional it may be, it is still tripping. Purcell will go to the box for 2 minutes with 12:50 showing in the first period. So the first power play of the game for Winthrop. They've been putting good pressure on Peabody so far. They send this one back into the zone. They'll have to recoil to avoid an offsides. Sent back. Number 3, that is Riley Ganter of Peabody. Tries to stick it out, cannot. Winthrop holding, that is, I believe, number 5 of Winthrop. Slap shot, wide of the net. Battle in the corner for the puck. It is gotten out of there, barely. They look to wrist it in front, goes across the crease and out. And another one goes in front, backhander, behind the net, goes back around. Number 8, Sammy Mirasalo, to attempt to get possession, cannot. Oh, no, she takes possession again, goes, looks for another breakaway. She's got all 5 members of the defense behind her, shoots. Save made by 21 of Winthrop. She has had 2 breakaway opportunities denied so far. Number 4 of Winthrop at center ice takes it up the middle. Shot goes off the right shoulder of Collins and over the net, almost deflected in. Number 4 of Winthrop. Mirasalo will take possession again. Correction, that is May Norton, number 18, a defensive captain for the Tanners. Winthrop back to the point, number 3 of Winthrop. The Vikings looking to put something in the net here on the power play with 20 seconds left on this penalty for Purcell. The Tanners will send this one back down ice, but there's a Peabody player moving in quickly to get it. That is number 28 of the Tanners. Loses possession as she tried to wrist it towards the front of the net to get a shot. 52 of Winthrop takes it up ice. Flynn trying to knock it off her stick. Into the stick of Collins in net, and this penalty comes to an end. Purcell out of the box. She'll go across for a change. And it'll be number 13, Cassie Mirasalo, coming back on the ice. Mirasalo has been excellent on faceoffs in the last 2 games. Shoots towards the front of the net. They can't get it out. And the Tanners looking for another opportunity. Garofali back in the neutral zone. Number 8, Sam Mirasalo takes it in again, wristed across, and it goes off of Cassie Mirasalo's stick. Holding is Mirasalo, shoots, goes just to the right of the net. Cassie Mirasalo in the corner, sticks it out. Winthrop looks to take it behind their own net, setting up a breakout play. Number 11 of Winthrop takes it to 52, sent back into the Peabody zone. Winthrop will make some line changes. And they have a Peabody player, that's Thibodeau, wide open. She cannot hold control of the puck, though. As there's a battle in the neutral zone around the boards near the penalty box. As Winthrop sends it up, it goes off of another Winthrop stick. Purcell playing keep away with the Winthrop defenders. As Sammy Mirasalo takes it again, almost falls down, loses possession. And Purcell takes possession again and will shoot it into the zone. And Sarah Buckley, number 23, senior, will go in to get it. Kept in onside by the Tanners. Flynn gives it to 28 at Peabody. And the Vikings get it out. Tanners dump it into the zone, no icing here. Buckley in on pressuring. She had 2 defenders on either side of her, number 16 of the Vikings. And number 9 of Winthrop looks to be the smallest member of the team, using her moves to send this one back down the ice, and she will go off for a change. In front, and oh, Buckley booms her off the puck, and it goes back behind the Peabody net, and Peabody holds possession. Dumped off the boards, Winthrop back to get it, pressured by 28 and Sarah Buckley of Peabody. 37 of Winthrop takes it back up, kept onside. 37 of Winthrop moving quickly back up ice. Gives it to 88, shoots, goes off a Peabody defender. Across the crease and goes out. Peabody recoiling quickly. Almost had another breakaway. The other Mirasalo, Cassie, number 13, as Sammy, number 8, holds possession, gives it across, and it is sticked in there. Mirasalo stick between the legs of a defender, trying to get possession, but Winthrop will send this one back up. That's 37 of Winthrop again. Shoots off the shoulder pad of Collins and net. Doesn't look like from here it would have gotten on goal to begin with, but in any event, it is in the corner again. Peabody holds possession. They give it in front of their own net. They will dump this one down the ice, and that will be icing on the Tanners, with 7:23 showing on the game clock. So Winthrop using their slick passing and pressure to try to get goals in this game. However, Peabody, they've been playing catch up with Winthrop. They're trying to play tight defense, only getting very limited offensive opportunities. They've only had 2 shots, both on Sammy Mirasalo, number 8's breakaways. Tip towards the front, and Flynn couldn't get it on net. It is gotten out of there by Winthrop, number 10. Held in by the Tanners, goes offside. And Peabody will have to recoil, and Winthrop will go behind their own net to set up the breakout play. 14 of Winthrop holding. Sends it to the right side of her net. That's 52 of Winthrop taking possession. Peabody almost kept it on side. That was Garofali. Couldn't keep it on her stick. Semi-breakaway. Number 9 of Winthrop almost had a goal there. Goes off the left blocker of Collins and net. Sarah Buckley looking to take this one in. Sticked off the puck. Losing track of it is Buckley and number 52 of Winthrop. 52 uses her stick and swings at Buckley, and this puck goes into the stands right near this broadcast booth. I have to say, folks, that's a first in the games that I've covered so far. Number 13, Cassie Mirasalo, and number 11, of Winthrop on the faceoff. Winthrop wins it. Sammy Mirasalo tried to get it out, but cannot. Number 4 of Winthrop. Holding possession, shoots right into the chest of Collins, and it is still alive. I thought there would have been a stoppage of play there, as Peabody will try to get it back into the neutral zone. They cannot. Shot up high and gloved by Collins. So 6 minutes showing here in the first period. Winning the faceoff is Peabody immediately, and that looks like that is going to be Sam Mirasalo on another good chance, and oh, can't keep possession or else she would have had a good wide open shot. Number 3 of Winthrop gives it up. The Winthrop fans are starting to get into this game, folks. It's always good to see good sportsmanship on both sides. Winthrop dumps it into the zone. Purcell is back to retrieve it. Looking for any option, cannot, holds for too long. Winthrop takes it back into the zone in the corner. Purcell behind with number 5 of Winthrop. Playing keep away with Flynn, number 2 of Peabody, sticks it offside. And Peabody, Riley Ganter, number 3, will go back to retrieve. Pressured by 37 of Winthrop, she takes possession. And Peabody is just trying to get the puck out of their zone right now. Sarah Buckley, number 23, taking it into the Winthrop zone. Pressured, boomed off the puck by number 20 of Winthrop. Number 28, shot, score! Off of the mask and in, number 28 of Peabody on the goal. That deflected in off of the Winthrop goaltender, number 21's mask. And the Tanners taking advantage of their few offensive opportunities, and they go on the board 1-0 here with 4:30 remaining in the first period. In the corner, 18 Norton and 13 Mirasalo on that one. Shot gloved, and it went up high and in, but the ref is waving it off. So a little scare there for the Tanners. It looked like it went up high. May have been sticked out of the air. It could have been a high sticking penalty. But in any event, it is still a 1-0 game. The faceoff will come to the Winthrop zone. So both Mirasalos, number 18 Norton, number 15 Garofoli, and number 25 Thibodeau in for Peabody. Winthrop 12 sends it back. Mirasalo, number 8, Sammy Mirasalo is in to get it. 25 Thibodeau holding possession, gives it over to Garofoli, dumps it behind. Cassie Mirasalo tried to get it in front, cannot, and the Tanners are scrambling to get to the front of the net. 25 Thibodeau sticks it out and holds it in. Peabody starting to apply some offensive and defensive pressure, kept in onside for Peabody. Thibodeau almost had a shot in the slot as they move it to the right. Sammy Mirasalo in the corner. Gives over to number 13, Cassie Mirasalo. Shoots! Save made by the Winthrop goaltender. Looked like they lost track of the puck for a second there. Almost went over the line from this view. But the Tanners will come off for line changes. The only Tanner on the ice right now at the faceoff circle is Sarah Buckley, number 23, a senior. So Jen Flynn, number 2, in on the faceoff. 28, Riley, and number 3, Riley Ganser at defense with captain number 21, senior Katie Purcell. Tanners starting to apply some good defensive pressure. Purcell banks it off the board. 7 of Winthrop gives it up to number 5. I believe that is one of the captains of Winthrop. As 28 to Peabody, into the front, and oh, Flynn almost had a deflection in. As Winthrop goes and brings it quickly back down the ice, and this goes off the boards behind the Peabody net. Run into is Purcell. Loses a glove for a brief moment there. This one is tipped, and Winthrop deflected in. They tie it up 2 minutes later after the Peabody goal. So it looks like that was a chance opportunity for what appeared to be number 5 of Winthrop, one of the captains. And just like that, it is a 1-1 game with 2:45 remaining in the first period. Out for the center face-off is 13, Mirasalo, and number 8 of Winthrop. Nope, number 9 of Winthrop. As the Vikings look to keep it in the zone. Losing track of the puck is Cassie Mirasalo, almost had a breakaway for Winthrop, and going down is Ganter. No penalty here. Into the skate of Purcell, who's looking to keep it out. That's up to number 8, Sammy Mirasalo. 25, Thibodeau. Mirasalo again, number 8, the main offensive weapon for the Tanners their past 2 games. Tries to shoot it into the zone, goes off the ref's skate. Shoots, goes off of the shin of a Winthrop defender. Held around in front. Cannot go on net. Winthrop, number 3, taking this one back. 2 Peabody defenders back. Shoots off of the stick of Collins in net. Another drive goes wide. Sticked around in front, and right across the crease, sprawling was Collins, but luckily the defender couldn't get the puck on her stick. Sent back down the ice, kept in. Number 4 of Winthrop. Losing track of the puck is Sammy Mirasalo. Number 8, 11 moves in for Winthrop and loses possession. And this one will go back down into the corner. Number 5 shoots, goes across. No one was there to retrieve. Number 4 winds up. Weak shot. Stick down. And the Tanners shoot it back down the ice. That will be icing. And we'll get a stoppage of play with 1:11 remaining here in the first period. So face-off in the Peabody zone, won by the Tanners. Shot towards the front, Garofali gets it out. Number 28 of the Tanners, that is Jessica Robert. Off of her skate, Winthrop trying to battle for possession, falling down, but the Tanners get it out. And back to get it is Jen Flynn, number 2, kept in the Winthrop zone, but 14 of Winthrop will take it out. Up to 11, who passes it into the neutral zone. So Jessica Robert with the only Tanners goal in the game. Number 5, a captain of Winthrop, with the only goal for the Vikings. And we get a stoppage of play from the official with 26.8 left in the first period. So Thibodeau, Garofoli, I believe Mirasalo, and one of the captains, I cannot tell who it is from here, it might be Mae Norton on the Tanners offensive rush. Number 18, Norton, sends it back. Thibodeau in the corner to retrieve, pressured by a Winthrop defender. And we will go to the second period, a 1-1 game. Jessica Robert with the only goal for the Tanners, number 5 of Winthrop, the only goal for the Vikings. We will be right back with second period action in a few minutes.
This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Remember that to love America is to love all Americans, because love has no labels. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Remember that to love America is to love all Americans, because love has no labels.
So who's going to do what?
I'll pack the dead batteries.
Great.
I'll only put what I don't need into a duffel bag.
Perfect. That's totally unhelpful.
No problem.
Meanwhile, I will try to comfort everyone by speaking in a calm voice. And who is going to handle supplies?
I can forget to do a list for us.
Thanks, pal.
We couldn't be any less prepared. I'm proud of you guys.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Search Ready Kids at nyc.gov or call 311.
Welcome back for second period action here in Peabody, Massachusetts. It is a 1-1 game. The Peabody Tanners and the Winthrop Vikings have played very physical games so far. Both teams battling for their puck possession, battling for their shots, and battling on defense. We are in for what I believe will be a very eventful second period. Jess Robert has the only goal for Peabody, and the captain of Winthrop, number 5, has the only goal for Winthrop. As both teams are now retaking the ice, Collins has been almost pretty much superb in net so far, as has number 21 of Winthrop. They've both only allowed 1 goal. Players to watch on Peabody in this second period include Sammy Mirasallo. She had 2 breakaway opportunities, almost had goals on both of them. But unfortunately, the glove hand of the Winthrop goaltender was just quicker than her shot. Another player to watch in this period, I believe, will be Paige Thibodeau, number 25 of Peabody. She has been moving all over the ice lately, trying to battle for that open ice, battle for possession. She has, in my opinion, been the physical presence on this team so far. That also being in the last home game against Beverly. She was the physical presence in that game also. So both Mirasallos on the faceoff. Norton, Garofali, and Flynn in for Peabody. And Peabody wins it, trying to battle for the puck. And Garofali will skate back to get it. However, the smaller Winthrop player is just using her size to her advantage, using the speed, and sends it back behind her net. Cassie Mirasallo back to get it. They're just trying to get it out of their zone. We have a penalty coming up. Excuse me, I almost said flag. This is not football, folks. And it appears to be on the Tanners. That will be number 13, Cassie Mirasallo, going to the box. Looks like the refs are signaling for a cross-check, for an illegal cross-checking. So Ganter and Purcell come out for the Tanners. It'll be another power play for Winthrop. They are 0 for 1 today, and it whips through! Oh, between the shoulder pad of the goaltender, Collins, and Winthrop scores 6 seconds into this power play. Only 32 seconds into the period. So it looked like this one just barely squeaked through the shoulder pad of Collins in net. But it's still early, folks. The Tanners still have plenty of time to get back into this one. We're only in the second period with only 32 seconds gone. Winthrop taking it into the Peabody zone again. Number 5 has had the first goal for Winthrop. This one's back behind the Peabody net. Back to get it is Purcell, number 21, senior captain. Wristed from the point, could not get on net. Ganter dumps it into the neutral zone. She retakes possession, gives it across to Purcell, who sends it back down the ice. Number 3 of Winthrop just trying to keep playing keep away with the Peabody offensive players, and Winthrop takes it back into the zone. Purcell intercepts. Ganter sends it up to 23, Sarah Buckley. 28, Jess Robert, the only goal scorer for Peabody today, sends it in behind the net. 2 Peabody players there to get it. Garland Garofoli, number 15, holding, shoots a wrister, blocked down, losing track of the puck is most of the players on the ice. Winthrop holding possession. They lose possession, but quickly regain. Number 16 takes it out, sends it up ice. It will go back the length of the ice, and this will be icing on Winthrop. So the Vikings jump on the scoreboard early here in the second period. They hold a 2-1 lead with 13:09 showing in the period. That was really a fluke goal that goaltender just couldn't get her glove over in time. Garofoli gives it on in, behind the net to retrieve. Number 2, Flynn. As Winthrop, looking to retain possession, gives back Garofoli again. Another slap shot is blocked down, and she will go back to retrieve it again. Across, May Norton loses possession. Winthrop holding 37. Around the side of the net, they can't get it on. Number 5, the first goal of the game for Winthrop. In the slot, tried to backhand it to anyone, but there was no one there as number 2, Flynn, will take this one back. No offside will be called here. Flynn blows a tire, gives it over to Sammy Mirasalo, shoots, scrambled at the front. It is gotten out of there somehow. As Winthrop moves it quickly back up ice again. Norton shadowing, shoots wide, wrister, they score. Winthrop, number 88, on the rebound. So with 2:54 gone here in the second period, the Winthrop Vikings will take a 3-1 lead. Off the face-off, Robert wins it. Holding, shoots. Goes over the net and out. Ganter shoots towards the front, off of a Winthrop stick. Thibodeau behind her net, looking for anyone in front. Wristed, gotten out. Ganter banks it off the boards in the corner. That is Robert in to get it. Wristed out. Off of a stick, goes up high. And Purcell will retrieve in the neutral zone. And the Tanners will make a couple changes here. Thibodeau and Robert will go off. And Mirasalo and Buckley will come on. Shoots wide. Off of the glove of the goaltender. Oh, almost scrambled in. Gotten out of there. Collins trying to get up. She is screened. That could have been disastrous for Peabody. Wristed to the front. And number 10 of Winthrop, they're applying pressure into the hands of Sarah Buckley, number 23. She goes back to get it. Ganter in the Peabody zone retrieves. Attempts to give it up to Mirasalo, cannot hold possession. Wristed to the front, goes off the outside of the net. Purcell whacks it off of number 5 of Winthrop's stick. Ganter gets it out. Slap shot goes off of Sammy Mirasalo's stick. And Flynn in the corner with 37 of Winthrop to retrieve. Cassie Mirasalo, number 13, gets it out. But no, wait, it's held onto by the Winthrop player. Shot goes over the net. Winthrop applying heavy pressure now. They're building on the momentum they got at the end of the first period. Holding possession, shoots. Off of Collins' chest, off of her chest again. Despite having given up 3 goals so far, she is showing tremendous poise in net so far. Off of Purcell's stick, Mirasalo out. Looked like a Winthrop player tried to draw a penalty, could not, loses his edge. Mirasalo over to Flynn, wristed, in front. Oh, whacked at, goalie is sprawling. They can't get it. Peabody retrieves. Garofoli at defense, up high, off of the chest of a Winthrop player. Falling down is a Winthrop defender. And Norton quickly moves in to retrieve. It is behind the net. And this one's go back to, I believe that is number 16 of the Tanners. Number 16 of the Tanners, that being Samantha Murphy. And we get a stoppage of play from the official with 9:20 showing on the game clock. So Murphy, Robert, Norton, Thibodeau, and Buckley are on the ice for the Tanners. No, they will make a couple changes. Ganter and Purcell will come on, as well as number 17, Kat DiGiulio. Been waiting to see her. She has had numerous goals in the past 2 home games. She had the game winner last game against Beverly, a shot that went right between the legs of the Beverly goaltender who never saw it coming. Ganter holding, gives it into the zone. DiGiulio goes into the corner to retrieve, tied up in the corner with a Winthrop player. Back to Purcell, who holds. Winthrop, number 4, looking to take it back out. DiGiulio over to get it off the boards. Goes back down in the Peabody zone. Riley Ganter back behind her net. Loses possession briefly. Number 11 of Winthrop. The Vikings take possession. Battle in the corner. As Robert gets it out, up to Purcell. DiGiulio shadowing the Winthrop defender. Ganter goes back again to retrieve as number 11 of the Vikings will come off. Almost losing possession in front of her own net was Ganter. Losing track of the puck is Peabody, but DiGiulio flips it up ice, and this will be icing on the Tanners with 8:07 showing in the period. So I'm just noticing, folks, there is actually a penalty on Winthrop. The Peabody Tanners are on a 5-on-4 penalty for another 48 seconds. I don't think the announcer made the announcement of the penalty. But they pressure in the Peabody zone. Ganter looking to get something up ice. Cannot. Cassie Mirasalo sends it back. That's Jen Flynn, number 2. The big scorers for Peabody in the last few games have been DiGiulio, Flynn, and Sammy Mirasalo. The big hitters have been number 25, Paige Thibodeau. And I think the emotional leader of this team has been Purcell. Shoots! Oh, almost went through the 5-hole of between the legs of the Winthrop goaltender, and she goes spread eagle and covers it up. So 11 seconds showing on this power play for Peabody. 16 of Winthrop is in the penalty box. She is standing up, waiting for this penalty to come to an end. DiGiulio on the faceoff behind the Winthrop net. They look to probably just kill it off one more time. No, but they will take it out. Across, oh, and tremendous defense from behind by Peabody. Looked like the Winthrop player was stripped of the puck from behind. Norton over to Thibodeau, 25, in the neutral zone. Thibodeau takes possession again, sends it back into the Winthrop zone. And Winthrop, open ice with Norton and Garofali back. Shoots, covered under the glove of Jen Collins. So not as much of a physical game as the game earlier this week against Beverly was. Instead, this game appears to be the skill game. Everyone's getting in on the action so far. It is a rounded front, and Collins was screened, but the puck never made it to her. Covered in the crease by Collins. So Winthrop beginning to apply that offensive pressure again with 6:37 showing on the clock here in the second. On the face-off, Purcell falls down as Cassie Mirasalo behind her own net, looking in a stick battle with another Winthrop player. Mirasalo just trying to get it out. Out of there. No, kept in. The Tanners have been playing damage control for a few minutes so far. They have very few shots on goal, and that pales in comparison to Winthrop. They have been applying tremendous pressure from the end of the first period through the second period thus far. Almost in the slot, number 88 of Winthrop shoots, goes off of Ganter's skate and wide. Purcell off the boards behind the net. Purcell, 21, gives it back, and Garofoli. Nope, that is Mirasalo, my mistake. Back down the ice, and we will have icing, and both teams will make line changes. So 5:33 remaining here in the second period. The Vikings holding a 3-1 lead. 2 goals in a matter of 2 minutes early in this period. Off the tie-up, Winthrop defense takes it on back. Drive towards the front, wristed, and it is covered by Collins. Into the neutral zone, Winthrop takes it, tipped away by Robert, number 28. Almost had a breakaway, but could not get open ice. Goes off of the back of a Winthrop defender. Was looking around like, where did that come from? And, ooh, almost a breakaway, falling down is 28 Robert, and losing a glove is 37 of Winthrop. And this faceoff will come to the neutral zone. Face-off won by the Tanners. Thibodeau tried to get it up ice, could not. Garofoli tried to give it over to Norton, could not. Number 9 gets it. Oh, and great stick work by Garofoli to stick it out so they couldn't have an open net shot. Norton trying to fight for her open ice. Into the boards, Garofoli is hit. Backhanded, goes just wide. Kept in by Winthrop. Garofoli behind again. Collins sticks it out. Thibodeau tied up along the boards. You can hear the sound of face masks hitting the glass here. That is a menacing sound, ladies and gentlemen. 18 Norton gives back to Thibodeau. Another tie up in the corner. That should have been a trip there, but the refs did not see it. That looked clear as day from this position here, that was a trip on number 28 Robert, and it goes just wide. Almost had a chance. Was number 9 of Winthrop. Wristed. Oh! Off the pipe and in. Collins was screened and never saw it coming. And Winthrop goes up 4-1 with 3:41 showing here in the second period. And it looks like Peabody will make a change in net. Abigail Buckley will come in. Collins will go out. So you never want to see a goalie get replaced, ladies and gentlemen. But unfortunately, when you're losing 4-1 already in the second period, sometimes it's necessary. DeJulo recoils, almost had a breakaway, spins and tries to get it on net, cannot. 88 of Winthrop gives it up to 37. So tremendous shot. Looked like Collins was screened by multiple defenders. Went off of the left post and just careened in. Spinning around defenders, surrounded by 5 defenders is that is Cassie Mirasalo. Sammy Mirasalo is on the ice, though. Cassie Mirasalo fighting for the puck. Purcell takes it back, wristed, deflected. The ref's arm goes up. I believe this will be tripping on Winthrop. No, there will be no penalty. It was gloved by the Winthrop goaltender. No, yes, it will be tripping. So Peabody will go on a power play with 2:42 remaining here in the second period. In front, Winthrop, instead of dumping it out, they are moving quickly up ice, just trying to attack on a fifth goal. Wristed, covered, and banged into. The net comes dislodged. So Abigail Buckley, with her first save of the game, was run into hard by two Winthrop defenders, though. Number 4 of Winthrop almost had a backhander in front. Ref's arm will go up. I think she embellished that penalty a little bit. I don't see where that could have been. Looked like, yeah, the stick was down by her legs. The refs look like they will signal tripping, but I think that player really embellished that penalty. But in any event, it will be a 4-on-4 with 2:16 remaining here in the second period. Tie up on the faceoff, Sam Mirasalo. In the slot, Winthrop holds, shoots, goes wide. In front, Flynn gets it out. Stick tapped around her helmet, no high stick. And Mirasalo will send this one back down. She tries to hold possession, runs into her teammate, Jen Flynn, as number 4 of Winthrop recoils, shoots, goes off of Norton's stick. Banged around the boards, Garofali. Flynn falls down. 11 shoots, deflected, goes off of the, I believe that's the right blocker of Buckley in net. Sent back down. Goes wide. 1:25 showing here in the second period. Goes up, looks like went off the face mask of Garofali, who wrists it back down into the neutral zone. Number 12 of Winthrop gives over to her defensive partner, number 16, who takes it into the zone and is surrounded by Mirasalo and Norton. And Garofali will get this one up to Mirasalo again, loses track of the puck. Wristed, goes off of Garofali's stick. Falling down, almost had a wraparound, was number 9 of Winthrop, using her size to her advantage and shifting around all of the Peabody defenders. And sent around the boards. 39 seconds left in the first period, only 20 seconds left on the Vikings power play. Oh, and almost had a shot in the slot. It was a Winthrop player. Clock will hit 10 on this penalty. Sent back down the length of the ice, Sam Mirasalo in, and rather than stick it out, Winthrop's goalie will cover with 2 seconds remaining on this penalty. So 17.8 remaining here in the second period from the McVan O'Keefe Skating Arena here in Peabody, Massachusetts. Off the face-off, Peabody just trying to get one more shot. They cannot. Winthrop moving quickly back up ice again. Wristed. Oh, dribbles off of 37 stick. We hit 5 seconds. Peabody will just get it out, and we go to the third period. So the Vikings capitalizing on their offensive opportunities. They had 2 goals in the first 3 minutes of the period. In the end, they're up 4-1 going into the second intermission. We will be right back with more hockey with Peabody Access Telecommunications.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
So who's going to do what?
I'll pack the dead batteries.
Great.
I'll only put what I don't need into a duffel bag.
Perfect. That's totally unhelpful.
No problem.
Meanwhile, I will try to comfort everyone by speaking in a calm voice. And who is going to handle supplies?
I can forget to do a list for us.
Thanks, pal.
We couldn't be any less prepared. I'm proud of you guys.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Search Ready Kids at nyc.gov or call 311.
This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Remember that to love America is to love all Americans. Because love has no labels.
Number 11 of Winthrop loses possession, and Robert will go off, and Casimir Sala, number 13, will come on for the Tanners. Musalo applying pressure is sent back down the length of the ice. Garofoli going back to get it. Number 9 of Winthrop instead takes possession. Falling down. No penalty there. They were looking for a tripping call. No, wait. There will be a tripping call on the Tanners again. It appears to be on number 15, Carolyn Garofoli. It looks like she exchanges words with number 3 of the Winthrop defense. But in any event, Winthrop will once again go up on a 5-on-4 power play. Sent back, shoots off the glove of Buckley in net. Buckley playing her first full period in net. She came in for Jen Collins, who was pulled after giving up 4 goals, 3 in the second period alone. Suppose everyone has their nights where they're just not on their game, folks. In the slot, almost had a shot, instead held it in. And the Tanners send it back. Number 11 of Winthrop, stick colliding with Thibodeau. Shoots, goes up high over the net. So 10:58 showing in the period, sent back down. Peabody kills this one. Sammy Mirasalo shadowing. Purcell gets it out, and into the corner to get it is Sam Mirasalo. She has had 4 goals in the last 2 home games alone. I think the Tanners are probably looking for her to be the spark of a potential comeback in this game. For the Tanners, this is their moment. In the minds of the Tanners players, this probably reminds them a lot of, in a moment I'll get to that. It is sticked out by a Winthrop player. This game probably, with this margin, probably reminds them a lot in their minds of Game 7 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals in 2013. The Boston Bruins against the Toronto Maple Leafs, down 4-1 going into the third period. They made a Herculean-sized comeback, scoring 3 goals in the final 11 minutes alone and winning on a Patrice Bergeron overtime goal. That must be in the minds of some of the Tanner players, hoping this will be their comeback moment. And it is almost a breakaway. Stick save. And it is covered by Buckley in net. So the penalty comes to an end. The Tanners have had very few offensive opportunities in the past period and a half. This one is sent back down the length of the ice. I believe it will be icing, and it will, and it'll come back to the Peabody zone. So this game has relied primarily on skill of the Winthrop players. They have tremendous puck handling skills and passing so far. Not only that, but it appears some of their shots have come off their sticks much faster than any of the Peabody players. Peabody has been trying to play catch-up the whole game, and the ref's arm goes up. This will be a penalty on Winthrop, and Thibodeau drew the penalty. And a little fist bump between her and the Winthrop player, who the penalty, I believe, will be on. No. But anyway, that is a good show of sportsmanship between both teams. Last week, Thibodeau was easily agitated by the Beverly defense. They sent her to the box on more than one occasion, I believe. She was getting taunted, she was getting hit, but in this case, she shows very good sportsmanship right now. This puck goes high up off the glass. And the Tanners will hope to use this power play as a spark for a potential comeback. This one goes off the stick of Purcell. Thibodeau gives it on over. Number 3 of Winthrop will skate it into the zone. Cassie Mirasalo, number 13, holding. And the Tanners trying to stick handle the ice. Sammy Mirasalo shoots, goes over the net. Another shot, hit the post with the shot. 13 of Mirasalo in the corner. Puck caught up under a Winthrop skate, but Winthrop, you could hear clear as day from this position where we are, a Winthrop fan yelling ice it, but instead Winthrop will take it up ice. In the Peabody zone, Purcell dumps it around the boards. 7:45 showing in the period, 51 seconds left on this power play. Off into the stick of Mirasalo. Shoots, oh, and goes off of a defender in front. It was deflected. Another shot, oh, almost tipped. Mirasalo gives it back. Norton holding over to Ganter. Ganter into the corner. DeGiulio and Mirasalo are there. Robert back to Norton. Shot goes into 88 of Winthrop State. Ganter race to the puck with number 5 of Winthrop. 9 seconds left. The Vikings will make a change in their lines. Peabody takes it back. They'll send it around the boards. In to get it is Flynn for Peabody. DeGiulio and Robert in the corner, battle for the puck. Back to one of the captains, May Norton, number 18, shoots and it goes just to the right of the net. Kept in, and this puck will go offside, and the Tanners will go back to recoil. Kept in. Robert almost with another chance. 6:20 showing in the game. Long slap shot. That had some heat on it from the point, but it is sticked aside by Abigail Buckley. In front, backhander. Sprawling in the crease, battled, and Winthrop, it went in. So Winthrop will take a 5-1 lead with 6:02 showing on the game clock here in the third period. Well, folks, to some of you who will be viewing this game may appear to be over, but it was Yogi Berra of the New York Yankees once his famous quote, "It ain't over till it's over." Well, we still have 6 minutes of hockey left. And we get a stoppage of play, and it will come back down to the Winthrop zone. Sammy Mirasalo on the faceoff with Cassie Mirasalo, Paige Thibodeau, Captain Katie Purcell, and I believe it's number 3, Riley Ganter. Thibodeau keeps it in. Mirasalo had it, loses possession, loses track of the puck altogether, and it is brought back up the ice by the captain, number 5 of Winthrop. Tries to stick handle it around. 52 of Winthrop loses track of it. And Mirasalo, one-on-one, shoots, goes up into the chest of the Winthrop defender, shadowing Mirasalo. Purcell back to retrieve. Holding, skates behind the net. Still has possession. Tries to get it in front, and oh, almost deflected in off of a Winthrop defender. Cassie Mirasalo in the slot is a Peabody defender. That's Norton, can't get it away. But number 5 moves up ice, one-on-one opportunity. Shoots, goes off of Buckley's pad. So number 3 of Winthrop gives it on over. 53 of Winthrop at the point. Wristed, goes wide. So Winthrop just looking to put the icing on the cake with another goal so far. They're still applying the offensive pressure. That means they must be aware of the offensive pressure Peabody can give. Mirasalo, stick handles, can't get it. Swinging the stick in frustration. Peabody, Norton drive towards the front of the net. They can't put it in. 23 of Winthrop brings it back up ice. Winthrop must have practiced their defense in the days leading up to this game because they must have been aware of the offensive pressure that the Tanners had put on their previous 2 opponents, Beverly and Medford, a combined 10 goals in both games. Oh, and an elbow up high to Buckley, and no penalty called here as number 3 of Winthrop gives over to 23. Shoots, goes off of the blocker of Buckley, goes behind the net. Peabody .335 showing in the game. No offside. No icing here either. DeJulo in the corner. 23 of Winthrop skirts around Mirasalo. Wristed. Went off of someone, and sprawling out was Cassie Mirasalo, sends it back down the ice. Winthrop, number 11, shoots, goes across the crease. We are now down to 3 minutes in this game as Buckley gloves it as the clock hits 2:59. Off the face-off, Peabody takes it quickly back up ice. Oh, chance here. Mirasalo shoots! She had her arms up in celebration, but oh, some pushing and shoving. Number 11 of Winthrop immediately looked like she took a swing at Thibodeau. And they will, it looks like both will go to the box. So Thibodeau and number 11 of Winthrop will both go to the box. Tanners bringing another player on the ice. That is Jess Robert. Number 28 has the only goal for the Tanners so far. Off the face-off, the Tanners win it. Backhander! Oh, wait! They are signaling for a goal, Peabody, but the refs will not call it. It looks like some of the players are contending that it was gloved across the red line. But in any event, we will go back to the circle for another face-off. Puck slams down. Wristed, goes off of number 5 shin pads. One on 2. Number 5 moves it on in, shoots, goes, nice save, Buckley. The Tanners just trying to get anything here with 2:30 left in the game. Purcell takes it behind her net, loses possession briefly, and 88 of Winthrop holding, gives it over to the defensive partner, number 53. No offsides here. There should have been. Buckley, was screened. Almost went through her 5-hole. Taken back up ice. Mirasalo. Deaking, shoots, goes wide. Robert is in the corner. Cassie Mirasalo loses possession briefly. Jess Robert in to get it. Using the size to her advantage. We will have a penalty. And Cassie Mirasalo will go to the box for high sticking. This will end the game. She went over there quickly. She is not happy with this one. So she will be in the box for the remainder of this game unless Winthrop puts another one in the net. Unless they put another puck in the net, her night is over. Seven of Winthrop keeps it in the zone, but it looks like Sarah Buckley taking it again. Falls down, run into by number 4 of Winthrop. Shoots, goes wide. 1:20 remaining. Across the crease and out. DeJulo will take it back and will dump it back out of the zone. Winthrop sends it in. Behind the net, Buckley sliding left and then right, wristed, gotten out by DeJulo. We have 40 seconds remaining here from the McVan O'Keefe Arena. We thank you for watching this game. Winthrop holding a 5-1 lead. And the Tanners will bring it back into the zone. Just looking for maybe just one. 23 seconds left. And you can see the fatigue on the face of Sarah Buckley. She is shell-shocked by this game right now. Goes into the glove of Buckley with 10.3 remaining in this game. So 5-1 lead for Winthrop, 10.3 remaining with 33 seconds left on this power play. It looks like Mirasalo in the penalty box has already taken her helmet off. Looks like she is possibly taking her gloves off. She is content to stay in there for the remainder of the game. Puck goes up high, gloved out of the air by Robert, and kept away from defender. And that's the game, folks. The Tanners lose 5-1 to the Winthrop Vikings. An offensive explosion in the second period early was the deciding factor. Jess Robert, the only Tanner goal early in the first period, but it looks like most of the starting lineup for the Winthrop Vikings got on the board. We'd like to thank you for watching this game. We will see you next time with coverage of our next game with the Peabody Tanners girls varsity hockey team. I'm Bernard Parisi with Peabody Access TV. We'll see you next time. One more final thought on the game. Questionable no calls on Winthrop. I think from our point of view up here, there should have been a few penalties called for tripping or high sticking, and none were called. It looks like the Tanners were bit by the penalty bug today, but hopefully they can rebound in their next game. I'm not aware of their opponent at the moment, but they were on a hot streak before, and I have no doubt that their high expectations for this season will continue. We'll see you next time.